50 years in Snohomish County, and I've nearly seen it all. Small towns turned into cities, and cities turned into the hottest suburbs of Seattle. And this one master plan community, specifically Mill Creek, is consistently on top. But is it really worth it? Or is it too good to be true? Let's find out. Here's 10 reasons why Mill Creek is one of Seattle's top master plan communities. But is it overrated or underrated? I'll explain by the end of this video. Number one, first up. This place was designed from the ground up and was the first modern-day planned city in Washington state. The land was purchased in the 60s and 70s thanks to recently opened I-5 that connected Seattle and Everett. And it was going to originally be called Olympus. But as you locals might remember, when the recession hit Seattle, thanks to Boeing laying off about 60% of the workforce, the development project was sold and renamed Mill Creek, beating out the Chinook word Klahani. Today, Mill Creek covers around 5,000 acres of neighborhoods and open spaces. It's organized and beautiful. You can't beat that type of thoughtful long-term planning. 2. Proximity to major cities. While Mill Creek offers a suburban feel, it's conveniently located near major employment hubs like Seattle, Everett, and Bellevue, making commutes relatively easy. This easy access is a major perk and long-term value for homeowners. But if you want to know a secret only homeowners know, then you'll want to hear number 10. Number 3. Next is the town center and community. It's one of the best examples of Mill Creek's planned growth. The Mill Creek Town Center opened in 2004 and now has around 70 to 80 shops, restaurants, and hosts nearly weekly events. 4. But beyond the town center is the natural beauty and outdoors. There are 10 parks all over Mill Creek, plus over 23 miles of trails. Nearly a third is still lush forest with parks and trails woven throughout. No matter where you live, you're always minutes away from the outdoors and nature. Taking walks in your neighborhood is so peaceful, with kids playing and dogs walking past. It feels like you're out in nature, yet the grocery store is only a half-mile away. You'll feel like the Pacific Northwest is like right in your backyard. 5. The next big reason is there's so much to do. With its numerous parks, sports complexes, and trails, whether you're into hiking, sports, or just a leisurely walk, there's something for everyone. But for indoor fun, Arena Sports has it all. Ropes courses, laser tag, bowling, mini bowling, and so much more. 98,000 square feet of activities for families and kids of all ages. And it's not just for kids. There's many adult leagues. 6. Now let's talk homes. In Mill Creek, there is a mix of homes from the early 1970s and new planned neighborhood. The golf course began construction in 1975, with the first homes being started a year later. A majority of the first phase of homes, just shy of 1,800 homes, were completed in the early 80s. Neighborhoods continued to be built throughout the years, and now there are also modern townhome communities with trails leading to the town center. You can find condos for anywhere from $400,000 to $800,000. It's important to note that some of these so-called condos do not feel like condos at all. Many are ramblers attached only by their garage and include fully fenced private backyards. Then you have homes in the $1.5 to $1.75 million range in neighborhoods like Evergreen, River Crossing, and the parks. An average 4-bedroom house will run you around $900,000 to $1 million. And that is average, not the estate style. There's truly something for nearly every budget and style. Number 7, the next huge reason is the people. You feel like you're wrapped in a warm community blanket on a cold Seattle winter night. And I love the family-friendly vibe here. The population here is around 20,000 people, ranging from young couples to active retirees. So the town may feel a bit more lively, but still also feels like a small town suburb when compared to the major metro like Seattle or Everett. There's lots of sidewalks and community parks all over Mill Creek, and it keeps the kids active and engaged. Neighbors get to know each other by name and actually chat in yards and driveways. It actually feels like you're part of one big family rather than just strangers living in the same place. People support local businesses and the community has a Midwestern warmth to it instead of the cold Seattle freeze vibe. 8. The schools are also top-notch, which is a major draw for families. They're consistently ranked top in Washington by Great Schools, Niche, and U.S. News & World Report's national rankings. For example, Jackson High School is consistently ranked among the best in Washington. But you know what's really the best? Hitting that subscribe bell so you can get notified for more great videos about Snohomish County like this. Okay, number 9, it's also growing. But with growth comes some growing pains. Parts of Mill Creek can get crowded during rush hour as people drive through on their way to and from Seattle and Everett. 164th can become a parking lot during rush hour. The secret is definitely out about Mill Creek's beauty and amenities. Home prices have risen sharply in the last 5 to 10 years with more migration up from the city. It's definitely not as affordable as it used to be, but you pay for the gorgeous setting and the great community. With growth comes appreciation, meaning it's a highly desirable area, so the resale will always be great. This is a huge draw for many people. Number 10, the HOA can be totally awesome, or if you're not into it, your worst nightmare. Mill Creek Country Club is part of an HOA. They only allow 2 garage sales each year. They have standards and rules on the upkeep of your property. There's an architectural committee that you must get approval from before installing an awning or installing a fence or a hedge or boundary wall, painting the exterior of your home, etc., etc. If you have a rebellious streak in you, then Mill Creek Country Club is not going to be your jam. If you appreciate a neighborhood that enforces its rules in order to keep things looking good and everyone's home values up, then you will love Mill Creek Country Club. So those are small trade-offs for an otherwise seemingly perfect Northwest community, one that mixes nature with nice neighborhoods, great schools, and a lively town center. If you found this insightful but want more, then download my Mill Creek Neighborhood Guide in the description below. It will include 50 years of local information you won't find online. It's free, so make sure you download it and check it out. So here's the huge question. Is it overrated or underrated? In my opinion, for the right home buyer, it's probably, drum roll please, underrated. The location and the ease for commuting coupled with the strong community feel and the great town center for shopping make it a great spot. I may not personally live in Mill Creek itself, but I actually frequently shop at the Town and Country grocery store and dine in the town center frequently. If you live locally, let us know in the comments what your favorite spots are in Mill Creek. I would love to hear it. If you made it to this point in the video, there's a good chance that you're probably looking to move to the area or you're looking for a new home. We've helped almost 500 people buy and sell in Mill Creek and Snohomish County. My team and I would love to be your real estate resource of choice. Just email me at lisa@lisabender.com to get started. And hey, before you go, check out my video on what I love and hate about living in Mill Creek. It's a real eye-opener talking about life here, and what you discover might surprise you. I'll link it up top, so check it out. Or if you want to compare it to Bothell versus Mill Creek, then you need to check out my video about the pros and cons of both and who each one is right and wrong for. So click up here to watch that now, and I will see you in the next video. Take good care. Bye-bye.